Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, we will discuss about Entity Framework Core. We will see how can we add Entity Framework Core in ASP.NET Core and this application. So Entity Framework Core is not only for ASP.NET, even we can use Entity Framework in console applications, Windows applications. Let's see first what is Entity Framework Core. Entity Framework Core is a lightweight, extensible, open source and cross-platform version of the popular Entity Framework data access technology. Entity Framework Core can serve as an object-relational mapper which enables .NET developers to work with a database using .NET objects. Object-relational mapper here is just kind of the classes structure with the entity. Classes are associated to each other and their developer can work with the database using these objects. Eliminates the need for most of the data access code that typically need to be written. So the big advantage here, we don't need to create the different method to interact with the database like insert method, delete method, update method. So all these things are inbuilt into the entity framework. We don't need to write data access code to interact with the database. Now the question here, entity framework can interact what kind of database? Let's go over the list of the database where the entity framework could be helpful to interact with them. Entity framework core supported database. Here you can see SqlServer, SQLite, PostgreSQL, MySql, MariaDB, and many more. Definitely here you would like to see the entire list. So let's see the list of the database where entity framework can interact with them. So we have the URL where we can see the complete details. So you can go through this URL. Let's go on this URL. Here you can see the page of the Microsoft. In the documents they mention Entity Framework Core can access many different databases through plugin libraries called database providers. If you go here downside, these are the supported database engine. These are the database SqlServer, SQLite, in core, in memory, Azure, Cosmos DB, Postgres, MySQL, Oracle, SQLite, DB2, Microsoft Access Files, Teradata, Google Cloud Spanner, store data in files, SQL Server Compact, Progress, OpenEdge. So this is the list of the database provider. So we can use all this provider, but how we can use all this provider? Suppose I want to interact, I want to use the database MySQL, how can I use? Or suppose I am using SQL Server, how can I use in my .NET application? So we'll see to this thing how to add Entity Framework Core in ASP.NET Core. You need to install NuGet package for the following two things to use Entity Framework Core in your applications. So first thing, we need to add Entity Framework Core DB provider, and second one is the Entity Framework Core tools. Why we need to use the tools? Suppose you want to design something, definitely we need some tools. So let's see first. So suppose I need to use the SQL database. So this is the provider. I need to add this provider, Microsoft.EntityFrameworkCore.SqlServer. And suppose you want to use the MySQL database. So there would be the different provider, Microsoft.EntityFrameworkCore.MySql. So only one provider you need to add for a particular database, and these two would be added additionally. Like these are the dependent providers. First one is the Microsoft.EntityFrameworkCore, and second one is the Microsoft.EntityFrameworkCore.Relational. So let's try to add this one first. I'm going to use SQL Server, so I will add this provider. So what you need to do, in the project, right click and click on manage NuGet package. So one window will open. Here you need to click on browser, and here you can put the provider name Microsoft.EntityFrameworkCore.SqlServer, and it will give the list of all the matching. So in the list on the top we can see this one is the provider. Select this one and it will ask me to select the version. So by default is the latest pre-release, but you can select the latest stable. This is the stable version, so you can select 6.0.10 and install it. Then this will ask you to accept or decline. You can say I accept, and that would be added into your Solution Explorer. So here you can see in dependency inside the packages, you can see the list of the providers, and inside SQL client we can see a list of all the dependent packages, and you can see this one Microsoft.EntityFrameworkCore, and inside the relation you can see Microsoft.EntityFrameworkCore. Now this provider has been added. Now what you need to do, you need to install the tools as well. You need the Entity Framework Core tool if you want to make use of the Entity Framework commands. So you can add this tool, and using this tool you can add the classes from the database, or if you want to make some changes into the database, you can do from the created classes. So we'll go through all these details, but let's first install this one. So you need to put this tool into the browser, NuGet package, and search this one. Here you can select and you can change the version. I will select latest stable and click on install. So that would be installed. So here you can see into the Solution Explorer, tools has been added. Now we have both things, SQL Server, provider and tools. Here one more way you can do through the command. So you can select in the tools, NuGet packages, package manager console, and here you need to put the command install package, then give the package name. Or if you want to update something, you can say update package and give the package name. If someone make these changes, then you will get the updated version. Now we have added this tool. In the next video we will create the classes, or we can create the database. Either way we can create the setup to interact with the database. That's all in this video. Thanks for watching this video.